Welcome to the first race at Suzuka. Interesting race, race C, no DR applicable. So we've got Gunners at the rear and a Theme Moon 13, Mr. Hands in 12, Hoss in 11, International Bob in 10, BR Ralph in 9, a couple of Japanese drivers 7 and 8, Antonio in 6, 2, 4, 6, 9. In 5, just giving Shaq a bit of a touch up there. Oh, they're all going nuts at the back there. So luckily 2, 4, 6, 9 gets through. Shaq through in 4. STR in 3. Hot on the heels of Nightmare there, who started in pole. I was able to get through. Started on P2. So only until watching other streamers' versions of the race did I realise weather was part of this race. From my perspective, on this race, we didn't have any weather. Though you'll see in some of the shots, the sky looks pretty grey. Got Nightmare all over the back of me here. Too early to get involved in a battle in a race like this. We've got 10 laps. We've got a nice little gap here. STR's gone back before he serves his penalty. Shaq's come up. 2, 4, 6, and the Theman's come up temporarily. Someone there that's going to 4-second penalty. Gunners has done well from the back of the grid. So I'll put my blinker on. Don't know whether it's going to show here. Nightmare to get down the inside. Just wasn't interested in having a battle this early. But he goes wide here. Out on the grass, all sorts of out of shape. Luckily, I was able to slot back in front. And we do the dance again for another lap. The rest of these now spreading out, and a theme of this time with a penalty. Oh, it's all sorts of loose. Just couldn't hang it. Around they go. Backs off into the gravel. It's going to go right to the back of the pack, I dare say. So Ralph's gone to the back of the pack. Back up the front here. Corner, I don't know whether to stay in first or take it in second. Probably don't carry enough speed for second, I think. Got plenty of company. Nightmare's still there. He's bringing Shaq along as well. Different lines, different speed, different areas of the track. 2, 4, 6, a bit wobbly there. So interesting choices of cars. Everyone dabbling in different sorts. So up to the last chicane here before we come onto the main straight again. Clearly I'm not quick out of that corner compared to the cars behind me. Nightmare closing in. So no change of lead at the moment. Shaq's still there. 2, 4, 6 doing well. Gunners had an awesome start. As I said earlier, come from the back. International Bob ended up having a good race as well. Just run off the track again. Didn't go around this time. Antonio gets the position. As you can see, clear sunny skies. Dodging and weaving all over the track there. And right on the tail. No need to put the blinker on for him to go by. He's got the run. Easily down the inside. And if anything, I felt he was a bit slower through that part than what I was able to do. Last lap was a 2:04.172, quickest by Nightmare. Maybe it's easier following someone else. So this race was also streamed. If you want to look at it from in-car, he's had a bit of a wobble up there. Time's about 6. Gone wide. Shaq's there, he pulls in nice and tight behind myself again. And he's just pulled out of the race for some reason. So it just leaves me in 1, Shaq's in 2, 2, 4, 6, Gunner's in 4, Mr. Hands, International Bob in 6. Japanese driver behind, Hoss, Rolf, and Theman's gone back to 10th. Very up and down race for them, still with Antonio. So we're down to 11 car field. Watching the time split back to Shaq all the time just to see how I was faring and compared to their speed. I've raced Shaq many a times, he's always pretty quick. Very consistent, clean driver as well. Always enjoyed racing against them. Currently in 3. Haven't really come across Gunners or Mr. Hands before. gone wide. Damage on the front there of International Bob on the back of Mr. Hands, so must have been some touching there. Redressed by International Bob by the look of the vision previously. So allowed this Japanese driver to come up and join their battle. Bad camera work there by my International Bob. Gets by. Drag race here between the Castrol and the Mobil cars. Mobil winning out this time. Oh, he gets a big punt then off Mr. Hans. Certainly, I don't think that was intentional. So Ralph and Anathema running around together. Antonio, fair way back here. His best lap at 2:07.7. I've just done my quickest lap at 2:03.984. Just a shade under the 2:04. Starting to open up a nice little bit of a gap here to Shack. Floating with the Astro, dip a wheel on that can send you around quite easily, and there, done that many times. Gunners closing in on the back of 246. Damage only light disappears. Ralph making a move here. Gets it done. Anathema nicely up the inside. Lose a bit of time getting on the grass there, maybe not. Antonio dropping right back there. Doesn't look like there's much urgency in his laps at the moment. Into the 208s after a couple of 218s. Yellow flag here. Looks like anything that's had another spin. Gaps opening to Shack. Always pleasing to see. There's the effects of the Astro 246 at half a spin. Gunners is all over the back of this now. Pretty quick lap. Last one for Gunners at 2:04.1. Caught up to back of Ralph here again. Oh, they're going wide. They're pushing too hard. Got away with it. I do have a Code Brown moment through one of these laps on these S's. Not too sure where it was in the race. May have been a lap or two earlier. Car just snapped. Pushing hard too, runs wide. So Gunners has got by 246. International Bob closing in here. Up the inside of Mr. Hands here on the hairpin, then loses out. Mr. Hands gets the drive out of the corner. Damage on the back of International Bob, damage on the front of Mr. Hands. So I think we can all work that one out. It goes a long way around. They're going deep. No, they pulled it up in time. Pick up the spot. So there's a physical gap now back to Shaq. Pretty comfortable. We can still lose it from here. A lot of people in the 207s. So lots of little mini battles around the track. Another change of position here is Ralph goes in front. This time Ralph's gone around. Not completely. Back on track. Giving Antonio some hope now that he can see some proximity. Oh, Ralph's just gone off again. Antonio's through. Ralph rejoins in last spot. We're down to 10. So I start the final lap for me. Been reasonably consistent in the 204s. Shaq, a mixture of 204s, 205s, which probably explains the gap I've got. Gunners, 205s, a couple of 204s in there. 246 other than a couple of bad laps been in the 205s. So International Bob in 6 now, his best lap. Looks like Mr. Hans might drop off here. And Athema with Ralph going off, comfortable in 8th, Antonio to 9. So what Ralph can do on the final lap here. So very lucky not to have weather. Maybe a chance here for International Bob on the mobile car. Other than that, I think the order of the race is pretty well set. So onto the final home straight. Last time for me, pick up a P1, first time out, race C. Shaq gets home for 2. Good drive by Gunners from the back of the field. P3 finished, 246, did well for the 4th. And a big gap back to 5 and 6. Oh, International Bob's given Mobile a bit of a touch up there. International Bob gets home for the 5. Mr. Hans comes up to 6. Mobile car having all sorts of trouble getting sorted out. Just going to get home for a 7 in front of Anathema for 8. Antonio for the 9. And Ralph is P10. Thanks for watching. Remember, throw down a like and we'll see you next time.